Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a weird episode. Due to how scheduling works and the fact that we're like a week and a half out from Christmas, and we do want to show this off at some point, our options
We're not
are...
celebrating Christmas over Christmas, though, so we could do it over Christmas.
You and I could.
Oh. Oh,
So...
yeah, I forgot.
So anyways, a lot of... So, yeah, in order to try and make sure... Maverick, you with me? Oh, there you are. In order to make sure that we can show this off, because I do want to show this off. This is basically bonus points. In fact, for the purposes of review, this isn't even going to be there, because technically all of the hoops we're having to jump through to make this happen are part of the PFR limitations. But I don't care. I just wanted to show this off because it's a great instance. It's one of the only dungeons in the entire game that is fundamentally different from heroic versus normal. So I don't know how this is going to go. We might run over it. We might have a really hard time. Like, my gear is not great for my level, I'm going to be honest.
I have gear on.
Okay, sis, did you successfully walk in?
Yeah, I'm inside.
Okay, so we have successfully found another bit of tech testing. This is okay. I know exactly what's going on here.
Do I need to come out?
No, you stay there.
Okay.
Everyone else, we need to go stop time walking.
I'm not time walking.
Yes, that is correct. And you were able to walk in. So you didn't see this, sister, but you must be at least level 83 to enter Dead Mines on heroic difficulty, is the error message we all just got.
You have to be level 83.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yes, this is...
You can't be level 83 anymore.
Yeah, for those of you not aware, the level cap is 80.
At the time, level cap was 90.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
This is Kata, right?
What was Kata's? No, Kata's was 85. Kata's level cap was 85. So 83 makes perfect sense. 2 under.
83 wasn't the level cap.
No. That's the point, though. 83 is 2 under. Remember, everything in WoW is 2 under.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that actually makes perfect sense. Why are my hearths not set up?
Oh. My hearth
Hearth.
took me back to the starter village. So... Well, not the starter village, but the first, like, actual town.
Yeah, that's right. So anyways, yeah, I apologize, everyone. This
took me
is...
back to the flight path tutorial.
This whole thing we're doing right now, viewers at home, is a very good reason why this doesn't count for the purposes of review. I mean, it counts for the negatives. I've already given all this crap. But it does not... We cannot review heroic Dead Mines. Which is a damn shame. Because it's a great dungeon. Honestly, I liked all the Kata dungeons. What do you think, sis? Back in the day, you know?
Oh.
Exactly.
It's been a long time.
Okay, so, hi.
Maverick says we need to go start killing boars so we can get up to level 83.
Yep. It's okay. We just have to kill 8,462 boars.
You know what would be really cool? If time walking puts you back to the, like, all of the time walking stuff with Chromie, put you back to, like, the level, right, like,
the dragon
when you came out of it,
hang
you
on,
went
hang
back
on,
to,
hang
like,
on, hang
retail
on,
levels.
Okay, sorry. Please continue. Raytheon suddenly started talking over you. It'd be cool if time walking.
It'd be cool if time walking puts you back to, like, what the level cap was at level.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you're like, okay, I want to level through Wrath, and so you would click time walking, and all of a sudden you're leveling from 70 to 80.
Oh,
I want to time walk through Cataclysm, and all of a sudden you're level 80 through, or you're working on 80 to 85. And then when you came out of time walking, it puts you to whatever, you know, the equivalent. You know, if you hit max cap, it puts you to whatever max cap is for that.
Yeah. Okay, looks like everyone's basically back here. God, I cannot believe this nonsense. Hi, Czar. And hello, General Kotex. I will stand at the entrance. By the way, I'd say rate my Mog, but it's literally just the Stormwind outfit. I actually tried really hard to get a low-level Mog going. In fact, I guess I shouldn't say I tried really hard. I succeeded at it.
I am wearing a low-level Mog.
It looked like...
Complete with candle.
This is my actual low-level Mog. I've always kind of liked basic plate armor. Problem is, there's like 3 of those in the entire game, so...
I have to remember how to play a shaman.
There we go. Okay, down we get. Double checking, yep, okay. I mean, Blood Elves, that is to say, Void Elves, look good in pretty much anything. There's a reason I have one of each type. Hunter, Rogue, and Demon Hunter. Warrior, Paladin, and Mage. So, as I was saying...
Are y'all in here yet?
Nope. It's a trip.
Oh. You're still working on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm found.
Okay. Ahem. Take
Now
2.
are you in here? Look at my mog! Look at my mog!
That's an old picture. Where's my sister? There she is. You know, I feel like I'm gonna take something from your head. I don't know. It's just a vibe I get that I need to take it. What's your weapon? Hit whatever your weapon draw what button is.
I don't have it's unbound.
Because this is a vanilla entrance, Bragwin. And they didn't move it for Kata. Okay, so, this could be easy, hard, like, I have no idea how this is gonna go. Good news is I know this place inside and out. So let's see how this works. We're gonna do a test.
Hold on. You need a...
What?
I need to be able to keep up with you. No, I don't like that one. Hold on, I don't like that one.
It's fine. Take your time.
That's better.
Just don't do the coin. That is my only requirement.
No nipples?
No nipples. Alright, we're gonna do this, and we're just gonna see what one heavy and one regular feels like.
Okay.
Ho 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 ho! So for those of you at home who missed that, his very first hit took out about a quarter of my health. That's correct. That is what...
It wasn't a quarter. It's about 10%.
I'll watch now. Point being, that is where that should be. This is not a time-walking tank and spank. We're not face-rolling. Which is exactly what I wanted. I'll warn you, if you take aggro, you're probably going to die.
And I'm not going to help.
Oh, this is great.
Oh, I forgot to set up my... healing rain macro.
Alright, sis, was that you with the elemental?
Huh?
Sounds like a no. Okay. So, we'll go ahead and treat this like this is a real dungeon.
Yeah, you're good.
Hit some buttons here. Oh, these are in the wrong direction. There we go. Nope, that's still wrong.
Your health is fine. They're fine. I don't have chain heal yet, though, so...
Okay, we're not at the AoE stuff yet. We'll get there. No, that is
Yeah,
apparently
I've got...
pure white noise. How do you get so many earth elementals? You've already got another one. Oh, you did drag, didn't you? Never mind. That makes sense.
Huh?
Shamans have the ability to
I'm
drag.
on starter build.
Okay, so first
I'm not fixing anything.
couple of packs were pretty basic, but now we have 2 heavies in a row. This should be relatively easy. This isn't true Kata at launch, where we have to CC one of these. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's the stuff.
You're fine.
Of course I am. But like, I don't know, this feels more like it should
how to
feel.
turn health stuff back onto my party bars, though.
Hit H, I believe? It might be Control H. Someone help me out. What's the default?
H is hearth.
Well, then I have no idea what yours is.
No, my party frames exists. That's not the problem.
Problem is, I'm pulling.
Good. Not a big deal. I just don't have health percentages on right now. I don't have the text. That's not the button I wanted to hit.
So my favorite of his first attacks. He just does more fire damage with everything he does. Yeah, I thought she meant nameplates
Thanks,
too,
babe.
Fife.
No, nameplate says V. I've got plates on.
Now he's just going to start doing frost damage with every punch. He's basically an enhancement shaman. Vary up our live strategy a little bit.
You're fine. Your health isn't moving. I mean, it's moving, but I've got you.
Could be popping so.
It is in the interface options. I just don't want to do it in combat.
So
Don't
now he
stand
starts
in
to do
front of
this.
the swirly balls.
Yep, there's going to be that. which is going to do exactly what it sounds like. I love this phase. This is technically his 1% phase, even though he starts it at 20%. Just fire and frost everywhere. I'm gonna be wiping on this guy.
Guys, stop standing in the shit under your feet.
Never.
In 20 seconds, they'll move.
How would it be possible to not do that, Yura? And he actually explodes into a pile of ash. I love it. Alright, so that was him.
Oops. Oops.
Make sure to clear into this nonsense.
What are you doing? Don't do that.
I'm not doing anything. I'm taking a heroic at level. Trying very hard not to pull extras.
Yeah, but I can't. Apparently can't read chat and because then I look over and you're dead.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I will freely admit there were several times back in the day, especially in the pre.
There's a monkey over here throwing stuff at Kira.
Hang on. I see it. Why did we aggro one monkey? Why did we aggro one monkey?
I'm dazed. Heads up.
Yep.
I'm dying because I'm dazed.
Yep, you have aggro with something. There it is.
No, I don't have aggro with anything.
You had aggro with something.
I didn't. It was just hitting me. Because it was hitting random shit.
I've got another monkey. Trying very hard not to pull the monkeys. Because they don't really do much damage, but they do debuffs and stuns and interrupts, and they're monkeys. They're pretty much exactly what you'd expect when you think monkey in an MMO.
I'll get you up in a second, Mav. Don't release. Now I've got aggro on something.
Really I see it. More monkeys is what that answer is.
Yeah, the bananas do hurt.
Oh yeah. No, the monkeys are awful.
Alright.
I suppose I should clarify, they don't really hurt me.
Oh, we're still in combat.
Yeah, nope, we still got 2 monkeys. The Hosen. Okay, we should be good? Yep, we're good. Pause.
Alright, they got heals. You're good, go.
You need to res.
They're being rezzed.
You...
We have 2 other rezzers in here.
You're also at half mana, I can't help but notice.
It's fine, I'm fine. My mana doesn't really move.
So, you remember the ogre heavies we fought earlier? Well, now we've got oaf heavies. These hit much harder than the ogres, for some strange reason. There's actually a pull up ahead where we had to do an entire strategy just for that one pull, which is just 2 oafs. That's it. That's the whole pull. It's just these 2 jackasses. It's not this one, obviously. Yeah, see that? He frenzies.
And then he dies.
Yep. So, we're going to do a little more cleaning, and then we're going to do boss number. By the way, here's the pull I just mentioned. 2 oafs. Let's fire that one down. I'm going to pop a button here. Hi, J. Palmer.
You're fine, your health isn't really doing anything. Oh, you mean for when they frenzy?
Mm-hmm.
As long as we single target it down, they won't frenzy at the same time because it's health based.
Yep.
So you don't have to CC them, you just have to make sure you don't, smack other crap.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, JP. They just fell over.
It's fine.
The mistress will pay me handsomely for your heads.
No, the monkeys were the problem.
Bombs away!
JP. Don't stand on bombs.
Bombs are so delicious.
No!
Don't be in the way.
Oh, that's an elemental. I somehow wasn't in the way. Did you see that?
I did.
I was right here.
I was saying that as like a joking, I know you're about to get hit by that kind of a thing. And then
Yeah,
it just
you know
didn't do
your
anything.
sister doesn't actually pay attention to shit.
I know.
Especially not on stuff that she doesn't remember how it works anymore.
Yeah, I could explain all these fights, but eh.
I have a goblin on my head.
Yep. He's about to be mad at me.
For...
I had aggro on him the whole time. It's just he's a fixator, right?
Yeah, no, I know. Whee! There was apparently a bomb in the ground near me.
Yep. They like that.
There's a couple of bombs right under your feet.
It's fine. Oh.
No!
Yep, moving this time.
Oh, smash!
There was a little bit of RNG to this guy back there. You've kind of seen a little bit of it. When he does that run through the, like the run down the runway thing, if there's bombs on the runway, guess what? Who gets hit by those as he's running you through them?
Run out.
Oh, I've got a chest bomb. No. Wait, where's my sister? Where's my sister? There she is. Get back here, sis. Get back here. Yeah. Ah! Oh. Okay. Now the Defias jackasses.
Hey, Kira, do you want that sword? If not, I'll take for transmog.
Oh, no, you don't. Not you. Stupid maid. What is she doing? Stop doing that.
I don't know, but I can't see you because doors.
Yeah.
I remember hating that about this place.
I would say this feels medium. Like, I mean, after you've done Mythic Plus, a lot of things feel easier. What are you feeling, sis? Like, I'm having to pay attention, but you've got a better pulse.
I'm not having to pay attention hardly at all, other than the banana pull.
She thinks
And that's
it's easy.
only because I looked up and yeah, no, this feels like a normal. This feels like not even a heroic. It feels like a normal. So it's not the same.
Well, no, of course it isn't. The mere fact that we got through the two-pack of the oafs by itself says all it needs to. I remember that individual pull. It was brutal. Yeah, no, Heroic Kata at launch was pretty mean. I think we talked about that before.
How are you going to review Mythic Plus?
I'm not.
But it's a part of current game content.
Yep. So there's this concept called PFR. Can anyone in chat tell me, my sister?
I know what PFR is. And it is feasible, possible, and acceptable, whatever the other one was.
Yes, acceptable starts with R. That's true.
Shut up. Feasible also starts with P.
That's true. All right, who wants to be the Reaper?
Like, you wouldn't... It wouldn't be... I don't want to be the Reaper.
It can't be you. It has to be one of the Deeps.
It wouldn't be like to go for you because you don't do keys. It wouldn't be like feasible for you to do like 10s, but I just went through a 2 with my tune being 560, the healer being the tank being 540, and the healer being 512, and we were able to go through and do it. So it is something that you are capable of doing. So you really ought to.
But the other problem is seasons.
And?
So what I mean by that...
the system doesn't go away. I know there's seasons to it, but the system doesn't go away. You should still at least review the system. It's not like it's a holiday event. It's different.
She does this. She doesn't listen to me. So I don't actually... This is going to sound very strange, but I don't need to do a Mythic to review the Mythic system. Like, all of the mechanics of the interface, right? Like, using the key when you walk in, how the timer works.
Stop killing Kira.
Killing Kira White Noise. You know, all that stuff. That's something that I don't actually need to walk into a Mythic to do, because I've done it before. I can literally do that from memory.
But you can't talk about, like, they had all of the new, like, debuffs and stuff showing how those... You should at least do one, is my point.
I'll think about it.
You should at least do one so that you can show off the affixes and shit.
Like I said, I will absolutely think about it.
I still don't get why you and Pax are so against them.
We were actually talking about that the other day, and the decision we came down is we want to do that with people we know, not people we don't.
Don't stand in front of the Reapers.
So if they start adding, I don't know, 3-man groups to that, hell yeah, let's do it. Which,
Well,
I mean,
if you tank
they
and
might.
I heal, we only have to pug one person. And I'm sure we can find, I have a bazillion friends who do keys, all of whom are more than happy to
Boss time.
come and help out with a low level key.
Full Reaper 5000 online.
Don't stand in front of the
All
Reaper.
systems no.
Why not?
Because, yeah, wait, Maverick, you do keys?
Yeah,
Are
Maverick
you on
actually
my
plays.
friends list, Maverick? You are.
Overdrive engine activated.
Yeah, I'm not a keys person either, but I do them. You have received a new friend request. Who is... Ah, Kira. Alright, Kira, I'm not healing you because I'm setting Kira's note. Oops, that's not setting a note.
Acquiring target.
Set note. Viewer. That, there you go.
Target acquired. Harvesting servos.
So,
in-game.
when my sister
I
said don't be in
told
front
you.
of them, she wasn't actually joking. That's the funny part.
Stupid.
Restrictions
And I
offline.
wasn't joking when I said I wasn't paying attention because I was setting Kira's note either. So I don't know if you got one shot or what, but I was not paying attention, so you're dead now.
Overdrive engine activated.
That would do it.
Threshold exceeded. System
I
failure.
will say, if we're
Drop
going
import
to
shutting down.
stream a key, we should probably have. We can use my Discord for it, but we should probably have them in a Discord for.
You gonna res?
No. Oh, yeah. Hey, Maverick, can I have those gloves? Sorry, Fife was the one who rezzed last time. I was like, somebody else rezzed. And then I was like, cool, I don't have to do it. But it was Fife, and Fife was the dead one. Oh, if I want it for transmog, so if you need it for transmog, keep it. I don't even know what it looks like, so. I don't even know what I said that Palmer is agreeing with.
I don't know.
Go. So, Jay Palmer, I am like that, except as lust while I'm in Marks. I know I'm capable of lusting, but I refuse to do it. It's too many buttons. I have to call out my pet, I have to hit the button, and then I just, then I have to dismiss the pet, and I have to wait for the cast to dismiss the pet to go off. Did we kill the other dude?
Hmm?
I had the thing. Apparently.
So this is a bit of a play on the original. In the original, you had to go loot a key in order to use the cannon or to break open the door. In this version, you just break open the door, but it's actually trapped! Oh my god! And it leads to the next pull. Nice little reference to the original there.
Barton, did you take your laptop to a wedding?
Maybe.
I am going to throw a shoe at you, Spartan.
Listen, weddings actually are pretty awesome.
This isn't even as hard as the time walking version.
That is not true. Time walking is a joke. Time walking is a complete face roll.
Yeah, I know. And that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
This
my health
is
would not
just
go
as
below
easy.
98% if this was time walking. I wouldn't have to hit any buttons.
As
all
what?
day, bro. So they wouldn't have died, for example,
Um,
on time walking.
No, we would have died because what we just died to was the insta-kill bomb, which doesn't exist in time walking.
Are you talking about the vanilla version or the Kata version? 'Cause those are two extremely different things.
The one that's currently up, which is
Okay, so she's
vanilla.
talking about vanilla, sorry. I'm talking about Kata.
Five, come res me because I don't feel like running up the water. Stop. Five, backwards, backwards.
And yeah, I like the bombardment, too.
Like over here.
I also like the usage of the Juggernaut, which was one of my favorite ships back in Warcraft 2, even though in Warcraft 2 it's actually really terrible, and you should generally not use these ships. They're a waste of resources. Cool looking, though. Let's not even talk about the fact that they were called Ogre Juggernauts back in Warcraft 2, which makes no sense on any level.
Alright, I'm back. Give us all verse again. Are we going to get Cookie?
Sure. Although I usually leave it after. Because, you know, this is not vanilla. Yeah, they never use the Ogre... The Ogre. Jesus Christ. The Juggernaut outside of vanilla. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, that giant door over there, by the way, that's actually like, visible in Stranglethorn Vale on the outside. One of those few bits of visual continuity. Did you know you can actually use these cannons, too? That hurt a
Did you
little.
just kill half of our party?
I didn't do anything. I'm not sure what killed you guys.
Well, it knocked you down to 10% health.
Yep. Nope, that hurt. Whatever it was. What was that? Like, use the recap, guys. What was it? Ooh, whatever that was. Just did it again.
No, it wasn't the same. I think there's a bomb under your feet, a bomb spot under your feet, and we're just not seeing it. So stand further away from the edge. You're dead.
No, it was Sea Swell. Sea Swell just straight up hits me for about 2/3 of my health. That's all it is.
I've got Onk, so I can't use it because I'll do this, but I'm just gonna stand here until you get up here and pull stuff.
It's a chain lightning, but it's one of those chain lightnings that increases in damage on bounce. That's what did it. That's probably why it didn't kill me the first time, because I was the first bounce. Correct, J. Palmer. You can do anything in Dead Mines and vanilla. Are you kidding me? That's vanilla.
Oh, shit.
You hit release, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. So now I'm just gonna stand here.
That's...
I'm gonna lay here and wait for you guys to come res me, because at this point it would take me an extra 3 minutes to catch up. Hi, Sean. JP, I don't... Does the Kata one have the teleporters in it, or is it just the vanilla?
I actually have no idea.
I'm pretty sure it's just the vanilla. I don't think this one does.
No, I think it's the other way. I think the Kata one has it, the vanilla one doesn't.
Oh. Well... I mean, regardless, it would still be a run, because... No, Spartan. Just wait until you only have 5 hours left to do it, and then...
Do not
then you'll be
listen
good.
to my sister for advice on this matter.
Yeah, you're listening to me for advice on the matter.
Okay, that's fair. Do not take her advice on this matter.
If you're ADD, it works. Alright, give us burst again. Pretty sure you were all in range for that. Nope. Why are you not in range, you slow warrior butt?
Do I have a sprint? I've always loved this, by the way. Of
Yeah,
all
it's
the
called-
warriors.
It is called the mental clarity that comes with the adrenaline rush of oh shit, I'm gonna be late.
Yeah, no, that's about right. I'm going to pull one of these this time.
And we need to stand away from each other.
No, we just need to interrupt.
Oh, interrupt.
See that? Yeah, that's the thing. Sea swell.
Okay. And it's the squall shapers that drop it, or do they all do it?
I don't know if they all do, but okay, she is
There it goes again.
actually she's evading.
Oh, whatever. I'm up here. I've got an interrupt. If you don't have wind shear on your bar, Kira, you should pull it.
I'm sure she does. They're just spamming. What is going on with this? Hang on.
Well, Maverick and I both kicked that. Yep.
She's still
My
resetting.
kick was on
Why
cooldown.
is she still resetting?
Because reasons. Yep, she just reset again.
No, I think you're right. I think she's actually healing. 'Cause I saw the heal go off, and it's just healing her to full, but it's an
But,
insta cast. Look at that right there.
I'm not even seeing it.
It's because it's
Kill faster!
That's
Kill!
hang on.
Kill faster!
Yeah, like that right there. She even did the cast. Wow. Okay, so we'll put this in another one of the scaling incorrectly abilities.
I'm helping.
I know what you're saying. This
There
isn't
we
scaling, and you're right. But the problem is, remember, they flipped how scaling works in this patch. And so we have several abilities which are just not correctly balanced for the numbers they should be doing. So yes, her hot was healing her to full.
From like 10%.
From 10%. It's just... Jesus Christ. Yep, so speaking of which...
Wallpaper. Yep.
Yep.
And I'm helping.
Yep, I'm gonna try and keep her stunned. Actually, I have a couple of stuns. Well, one.
There we go. Alright, now you're fine.
This is why the abandonment negative is called the abandonment negative. A team of
Because
people
they've
going
abandoned
back...
content and they haven't gone to...
Yeah, like
to fix
you
it.
cannot tell me it would take longer than, at absolute most, 30 minutes for one person to go back and say, oh, hey, this is broken. And honestly,
Well, first they have to become aware of the fact that it's broken.
that is the true part. That's why you have a team of people doing essentially what we are doing. Like, imagine there's a squad of Blizzard employees who just go back and start hitting these.
What if their squad of Blizzard employees that go back and hit these aren't doing it as heroic at level?
Well, that's what they'd be doing. They'd
Yeah, I
go
know,
back
but
and do them.
they have to they have to do that for every single thing every single time they change stuff.
I know, and that's what QA testing is. The fact that it's
Anyway.
hard doesn't change the fact that they need to do it.
Have we
Yes.
I have words.
Clearly not.
Have we reported it?
Good point. I'll go ahead and report it right now.
Because
Because I've been
Yes.
reporting a lot of these as we go. Here we go.
and it's possible they just haven't gotten to it yet. Because remember, when they go through any patch that they do to anything, they have to go through and we just had the anniversary patch not stupid long ago that went and massively changed how current levels content is affected. So this is probably just a back burner thing, right? Because the anniversary patch is doing vanilla version of this. They've got the time walking stuff that they turn on and off every week. It's on a 3-week rotation, and then all of the different thingies. Bye, Bragwin. So it's quite possible that they just haven't made it to this yet.
That is possible.
Because if they waited to QA every single dungeon, every single spec, every single mob, right, then before they released a patch, then we'd never get patches.
Okay, so boss number 1 of 3.
Fresh meat.
There's going to be some fog. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Definitely nothing coming out of you from the fog
Nope.
to do anything.
Don't stress.
Do you feel that chill running up your spine? The fog is rolling in.
I forget if we need to group up or split up for this. It's one of the two.
Group up.
Either way, deal with the vapors. Well, Ripsnarl was kind of supposed to be the fake out boss, because the true Kingpin, the real Lord of the Defias, awaits us. He likes to stun me, Jesus.
That's what he does during this phase. He jumps out and he picks a target and he stuns them.
I know, but the joke there was that he keeps picking me. It's like, you.
I can smell your fear.
I mean, he's only jumped out like twice.
Does he have, like, a fog machine up here?
Yeah. By the way, these vapors are supposed to be hard. This is supposed to be challenging. So this is just another... I should be healing y'all with more than just Riptide.
I will rip your heart from your chest.
They weren't hard, but they hurt. And they don't hurt.
You will
Firelands?
find her until it is too late.
Yeah, that
I
was...
didn't have that transmog. A shadowy figure appears in the ship's captain.
I didn't even get a loot.
It's the first loot I just got. Alright, we gotta actually run forward here. The true lord of the
that is
Defias.
yours.
Behold,
I'm
Cookie!
like, I don't remember who Gelota is. So I was getting ready to type it out in
So
chat, and then I realized it was you.
So he tosses out rotten food and regular food. Rotten food debuffs, regular food buffs. That's pretty much the whole fight. It gets a little chaotic, though, because there's a bunch of food. And a lot of it's rotten. Almost like Murlocs don't make very good chefs. Yeah, this is a good example of easy but fun bite, right here. That's a good point. Look at all that
Apparently I
poison
ate
food.
something bad. Apparently I accidentally clicked on something that was poisonous.
There's only so many poisonous foods. Poor Cookie. But, since we're doing this in Heroic, there's actually one last boss which only shows up in Heroic. This is really the entire reason we're doing this. There's a note that says, "Congratulations. You've managed to walk right into my trap." There she is.
Wahaha!
I've been waiting a long time for this, you know.
Hi lady, you need pants. I thought they fixed her
Biding my
thing so that she
time,
had pants
building
on.
my forces, studying the minds of my enemies. I was never very good at hand-to-hand combat, you know. Not like my father. But I always excelled at poisons. especially venoms that affect the mind.
There we go. So he had to hit all those valves to let us go. Whoops, whoops, whoops.
Poor Glubtuck. When his powers manifested, his own ogre mound was the first to burn.
Whee!
Deep
I'm a
within
drunk
his
puppy.
soul, the one thing he feared most of all was himself.
Back when we used to do this in any form of pugging, this would be where pugs would fall apart.
I have made it to the boss. Do I even have Earth Elemental?
Most rogues prefer to cloak
Not
themselves
my
in the
boss.
shadows,
What the hell?
but not Helix. You never know what skitters in the darkness.
Oh, small arachnophobia warning. For this phase. There's a couple of spiders here.
Just a couple.
Can you imagine the life of a machine? A simple spark can mean the difference between life and death.
Alright. How many people do you think are going to die out of this one? There's a bit of a latency concern, too.
I mean, I took 2 ticks.
Ah.
And I didn't die, so it wasn't insta.
Ah!
Ripsnarl wasn't always a bloodthirsty savage. Once, he even had a family. He was called James Harrington, a tragedy in 3 parts.
This is my favorite part right here.
No, sorry, I was looking for my Earth Elemental because I made it to the boss before y'all, so I was gonna pull one out, but I guess I don't have it as resto.
Don't run off the edge.
I will not share my father's fate. Your tale ends here. Fools! This entire ship is rigged with explosives! Enjoy
Alright, bye,
your
lady.
fiery deaths!
No, I'm just going to eat it.
I managed to succeed at not dying.
I will not give you the pleasure! If I'm
Barely.
going to die, I'm taking you all with me. My
And dead.
Whee! I like how there's convenient swinging ropes.
Yeah, it's for the explosion phases, which we just skipped
Yeah, I
right
know,
by,
but I
'cause-
like how those exist.
Yeah. Yep, Vanessa was always Illidan. Sorry. Spoilers! How did she survive? Look, don't ask questions. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Okay, cool.
No, I'm good. Thanks, though, beefs.
Yeah, I agree with Yura. Maverick's transmog. Well, I was going to show it off, but now it's gone. Okay. So thank you for all that work and effort to show that off.
I don't think it was worth the work and effort
Probably not.
to at level this. Because it wasn't an at level experience
No, it was
at all.
It was harder than time walking, which isn't saying much.
It wasn't harder than time walking, though. It wasn't!
I don't know how to disagree with you more on that. I'm sorry, sis.
I was healing! I think I would know if something was harder than not harder.
Anyways.
It might have been equally as easy, but it was not harder.
So now I'm going to be doing Wailing Caverns, if anybody wants to join me for that.
I will if I get a summon. But I'm not... Wait, can you summon me to Wailing Caverns?
Yeah.
Oh, but you're going... Who's tanking it?
Not me, because I'm a shaman. It's okay. We'll just be running through it. This will not be heroic. This will be time walking.
Oh, you don't need me for.
We could
if you're
literally
time walking.
three-man these.
Yeah.
That's not even a joke. We've proven that. So, Kira wants in. Got her.
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright. Thank you for joining me, sis.
You're... Oh, son of a...
What's up?
Guess where I'm at?
Let's see. Where is my sister? Toon Baroque! Yeah, that tracks.
So now we're gonna go find the flight path.
Yeah, my sister's in Karanos. I think. Actually, you might not even be there. You might be in, the actual noob area, the tutorial area. And no, enhancement was not a tank spec in vanilla. Shamans have never had a tank. Not counting Season of Discovery. That's
No, I'm in Karanos. I'm not in the starter.
I'll go get 5 then. And then Spartan will be the last spot. I will need at least one other person to help summon.
Hey.
And while I wait, I'll be right back. Oh, I'm gonna hop off the call, sis. So,
How dare you hop off the call?
I'm sorry. I hope you can be.
Look, at least let me say bye.
Okay.
Bye, viewers.
I thought you were gonna say something else, like, he sucks! Or, you know, Laura's literally Hitler.
When have I ever done something like that?
Well, no, because it... Okay, so I don't know if I told you about this incident. A few months ago, I got a comment saying I was literally Hitler. And I've been
you told me about that. I remember, and we
Yeah.
talked about why you were literally Hitler, and laughed a lot.
Yeah, yeah. So I've sort of taken it up as my own self-determinator or whatever. Okay, so there's Maverick, there's Kira, so Fife will need a summon. I'm going to start summoning Fife. I will be right back, and thank you again, sis.
You're welcome.
So, I do thank everyone else for joining me for that, too. I do think that was rather valuable data, though, in all honesty. Is that Spartan? That is Spartan. Because, I do agree with my sister. That was easier than heroic should be. Like, we did everything in our power to sink ourselves to the level of the dungeon. Worked through the systems which were not doing everything, which were not reaching us halfway. Got 5 characters to 35. Set it to heroic, got out of time walking, walked in the dungeon, and it was normal difficulty. Now that's nice that it was normal difficulty, but it was normal difficulty. Like, that's a step up from easy, which is where time walking's at, but still. What we're about to do, this is going to be easy. We're just going to run over this place. Ugh. I know I just had this whole speech about how difficulty does not necessarily equal enjoyment, but Jesus Christ. It would be nice to be able to engage with the gameplay, right? Like, they call it face rolling. For those who know it, it's because the idea is if you just go, ugh. Hang on. Let me take my glasses off. The idea is if you just go like this, and this, and this, that you'll still be able to be, you know, that you'll still be able to do exactly as good as you need to. And that's kind of where it's at with time walking. It is too easy. It's not a word I like to use very often, because I'm very much a pushback of the very concept of too easy. But this is too easy, you know? Or rather, the thing we're about to do is too easy. Let's do it, Riker's Beard. We should, though. We should. I'm sorry, we should. Because we already have them. We have normal, heroic, and mythic. And then mythic plus, excuse me. What we should have is we should have easy. Let me be clear. I'm 100% in favor of story difficulty. Dungeons and raids are all... they are story. They are story difficulty. They're story content. There's a huge amount of MSQ that goes through dungeons. That's always been true, all the way back to vanilla. And players who can't or don't want to engage in the difficulty should be able to engage in an easy mode in order to... We lost Fife. It doesn't matter, Fife. It doesn't matter. You just come on in. Just come on in. Here, come on in. Don't worry. Next patch, we can... Oh, God, now I'm turned around because of that. Where the hell am I? I got turned around. Oh, Jesus Christ. That really turned me around, Five. Where am I? Where am I? This way, I think? Yes. Okay, this way. There are some people who physically can't or physically do not want to engage in the gameplay, but want to enjoy the story. That's what easy mode is there for. That is the point of easy mode, is here. I just want to relax and enjoy the story or enjoy the experience. There's nothing wrong with that. And we have story mode. If I'm going through Kata right now, and I just hit Q, if I hit this button right now, and decided to queue specifically for... not that. For Wailing Caverns, right? Then I could do that. Boom. And there's your story content mode. The problem is everything else. Because they effectively got rid of heroic difficulty, as I just proved. Heroic is now the new normal. Normal is just easy. And mythic is on a seasonal rotation and barely counts. I don't understand your argument, Rekersbeard, because if you don't want easy difficulty, then don't queue for it. Like, I'm not actually arguing that we should add an easy mode. What I'm arguing is we should add a hard mode, because we already have an easy mode. We're about to do it. This is gonna be easy mode.
Greetings, traveler.
Yes, what brings you to this place?
Go in peace.
As Narlex descends deeper into a nightmare, a strange breed of beasts arose from beneath the barrens into the Wailing Caverns. These deviant creatures have strange, otherworldly properties. Their very existence causes great pain to the earth. I believe that slaying them will greatly aid our work in healing the caverns. If you feel up to the task, slay as many as you can and bring me their hides as proof.
Ancestors watch over you.
There's an herb in these caverns that holds untold power. Maybe you could help me collect it. It's called Serpent Bloom. I believe that in great quantities it has the potential to prevent nightmares like Narlex's from ever occurring.
May the eternal sun shine upon thee.
Narlex had a noble goal. Our great leader aspired to enter the Emerald Dream and help regrow these harsh lands back to the lush forest it once was. But something went terribly wrong. Narlex's trusted allies, the Druids of the Fang, turned on him. They seek not to heal the Barrens, but to dominate it. In Eindenux, before we can awaken Narlex and restore balance to this vital place, we need to eradicate the Fang Lords.
Illume light your path.
Alright, let's do it. And let's face roll. See, I don't understand your point, though, Riker's Beard, because, like, at this point, you're kind of arguing for nonsense from my perspective. You're arguing we shouldn't have an easy mode, but we do. Currently, now. You're arguing that my argument that we should add a proper difficulty mode to the game is invalid because you don't want easy mode, which we have. And you're confusing the fuck out of me at this point, if I could just be really blunt about that. So if you could clarify your position, I'd love for that, because otherwise, I'm just going to stop this conversation, okay? Like, you see how we're just running over this? Do we even have a tank? No, we don't. We actually don't have a tank right now, because we don't need one. This is easy mode. This right here is easy mode. This is story difficulty. This is doing things legit, by the way. And also, Fife is improperly scaled because, you know, Alliance and Horde cross-scaling is terrible. Isn't it great that they're about to add queuing for cross-factioning? I sure hope they fix the scaling problem from cross-factioning when they're about to add a goddamn queue for that in, like, 3 days. As a reminder, that's going live this patch, which goes live Tuesday. Jesus Christ, fix your crap, Blizzard. I'm not asking that much. Basic QA. Basic levels of QA.
None can stand against the Serpent Lords.
Interrupt.
God, I know we got the Silithus music. I forgot we had Silithus music. We're about to do a boss with no tank.
Interrupt.
Because we don't need it. This is pathetic. Yeah, who's this QA? We've never heard of that person. Whatever, at least I know where I'm going. Because I've done this dungeon before, unlike, you know, a new player who's like, oh, I just got a quest to do Wailing Caverns. I could queue for that. Sorry. I'm gonna rant now. Hey, look, my first shoulders. See, my favorite thing about playing on Orc Male is I get these gigantic shoulders. That's actually my least favorite thing about playing an Orc Male. Like, I like the Orc Males in general, but their shoulders are huge, and it's like to the point where only a few specific shoulder options don't look silly on them. It's kind of the opposite problem that Blood Elves have. It's like, okay, hang on, I need to find a shoulder that actually looks good for my race here. I also love how the snakes jump out of the flowers. Ah! No, that's ridiculous, Riker's Beard. I absolutely don't think that you should be able to be rewarded for doing easy mode with anything other than... Hang on, I'm actually challenging myself on that. I was about to say anything other than transmogs. But I'm sort of disagreeing with myself a little bit here. One of the things I liked about Pandaria was that you could actually have progression in Pandaria in LFR. It was a different progression track. It was below normal and it was below heroic, but you could at least have progression. And in this case, that meant gear getting better. What are you trying to do, by the way, Spartan? I remember that tier. That was hilarious. Flex mode is something I've been in favor of as a concept ever since they first announced it, but I'm going to be really honest. I've never actually engaged in it. Because by then I'd given up on raiding. Because the whole getting people... Oh, that hurt. Yeah, I was going to say, I think Flex is still in the game, isn't it? If I'm remembering correctly.
Interrupt.
See, that I think I would disagree with you on that point, Riker Spirit. But I absolutely think that Heroic should give more. And I could give a really, really easy example of that. BC. You remember how that was in BC? If you do normal dungeons, then they do drop gear and they do give experience as you're leveling. But if you want to get anything worth a damn at the end game, or if you want to get the heroic badges, you got to do heroics, right? Okay, apparently flex is just everything now. That makes sense. Oh. Wait, hang on. I need you guys to slap me. I'm ready. Target me and slash slap. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Nobody can do it. Ah, there we go. There's the flap. Okay, okay. You can still slap people, Yura. We proved it. We proved it true. Did they get rid of slash spit, though? They did. They just got rid of slash spit. Why? Whatever. No, I apologize, Rutgers Beard. I've just been in a bad month. Can't spit anymore. In general. You can't spit in general, too. Did you catch that? Greymane complained. That's true. I did spit on him a bunch during the lore one, didn't I? You can murder them, but you cannot spit on them. That would be unacceptable. That is faux pas right there. Oh, wow. That's... wow. That is very normal for Blizzard, isn't it? Just complete, massive overcorrection on anything that goes wrong. Like, they could have done a dozen other things there. But no, no. We gotta get rid of an entire emote from the game. Jesus Christ, Blizzard. If I don't want to keep engaging in this Wrecker's Beard, because I don't want to, like, come across as a terrible human being. But if I could try to explain my point really quick. Obviously, everyone exists in a group, yada, yada, yada. Like, if I queue for something and I'm getting equal rewards than someone else, I'm effectively, passively, but at the same time actively reducing their enjoyment of the game, right? By sheer virtue of the fact that I'm demanding content that is effectively making them doing a boring roulette, to use the FF14 example, right? I agree with that completely. I think, and feel free to throw me out the window on this, but I think, you can say it fancy too, you can say you're defenestrating me. I feel like there's a way to allow players to have a separate track of being able to gear or cosmetics or whatever while still doing story mode, and it's just a different tier down, right? I mean, for all intents and purposes, that's practically what normal already is, right? And it's what LFR has been in the past. That way, the players who are down in that track don't feel like they're not getting anywhere. They don't feel like they're spinning their wheels and they're just doing it just for the story. Yeah, we're really close to that exact same concept right now, it's worth noting. It would just take a couple of small tweaks to get there. The key part is making sure that the people queuing for anything more in the normal or in the heroic or in the mythic category, they have their own tracks as well. And that there is in other words, we never want a situation where someone who is at a mythic level of either difficulty or gear finds themselves compelled to queue for an easy, right? Because that's not good for either group, right? The mythic guy is like, ugh, I gotta go do the stupid easy mode thing. And the easy mode people are being dragged along through content that they actually want to experience, right? How many times have any of you in chat ever done any dungeon or raid, whether it's in Guild Wars 2, ooh, nice, never mind, Guild Wars 2, FF14, or WoW, and you are there because it's your first time doing the dungeon or raid, and you're getting dragged by the nose through it, and you just want to experience the damn thing, because it's your first time, and you can't, because there's some jackass up there in Mythic tier who is just racing through it as fast as they can, because they just want to get their daily thing and get it over with, right? That is what we do not want. Because that's why I say it's bad for both, right? It's bad for the mythic and it's bad for the people who want the low tier difficulty. That's why we need to have those two lanes separated. Does that make sense? Am I making any kind of sense? And again, right now we're pretty close to that. Jesus Christ. Why are you reading the dialogue? You're falling behind. AFK. Kick. Group vote to kick. AFK. Yeah, it's another thing. The way it used to work, I hate to pull that card because, you know, I hate the good old days mentality. But the way it used to work is oftentimes when I would start up a new class and get to a certain level, the first thing I would do to learn that class is I'd jump in a dungeon. Trial by fire, right? Figure it out live. And that's how I would figure it out. And that was a great way to learn classes back in the day. Nowadays, let's say you start a brand new character. You just hit 20. You're an elemental shaman. You want to learn how to play elemental shaman. No problem. So you hit this button here. Go up this button here. You go hit, you know, Q for random time walking classic. You hit this button, boom, and you learn nothing. Because you run through the dungeon so fast, and everyone just kind of face mulches things. How many of you have ever experienced something where something dies while you're in mid-cast? I bring that one up because that's happened to me several times this run. This is one of the reasons I disagree with my sister earlier. Because she mentioned, oh, it was super duper easy, and I'm like, no. I had to actually hit buttons in the version in the Dead Mines we just did. It wasn't as hard as it should have been. Absolutely not. But like, having to actually engage in the content was one of the main points of doing that. And I actually had to engage in the content. As opposed to here, I could probably just / follow someone, and I doubt you'd even notice my absence. I am, in fact, the least DPS of this group. I can tell right now because I've got a damage meter going. Yeah, no, it was about a cat and normal. I agree with that. We synced ourselves down to do a heroic, to engage in a normal. That's why I said that wasn't a waste of time. At least from the perspective of me, the reviewer. And yeah, I feel like... I agree with you completely. We've talked about this a little bit before. The phrase, you think you want it, but you don't, is a very maligned phrase, and for good reasons. But part of the problem really is... Yeah, exactly, Fife. Part of the problem is a lot of players haven't spent the last 15 years of their life professionally reviewing video games to be able to put into point-precise methods and feedback of what exactly it is that they want. They say, this is too easy. No elaboration. No clarification on what is easy or why. No specifics on boss, trash, routes, rotation, talents, gear, enchants, nothing. There's a lot of layers that go into making something like a game. And I feel like a lot of that feedback is not... It's not like they don't mean it, but the feedback isn't helpful because they either don't know or don't care to be able to put the feedback that they want to into words. I also think that a lot of devs, especially Blizzard, have this tendency to fall into that thing and say, you know what? I've decided not to listen to you because you suck. Because they automatically assume all feedback is of the category I just mentioned. Which is, of course, nonsense, because Blizzard probably has the most dedicated, precise feedback givers in the business when it comes to MMOs. Like, we all talk about Icy Veins and Wowhead, haha, but no, really, think about how much reverse engineering and specific min-maxing has been done over this game over the years. Anyways, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I have nothing else to add to this subject. WoW's the best game ever. 10 out of 10. I'm not thinking any brickwork for this place. It's a cave. It's a nice cave. It is. You know, I've seen better. It's fine. Of course, we can't give any gameplay positives or negatives because there is no gameplay here. Yeah, no, this is very much an early vanilla dungeon, and God, it shows. Also, the music is just straight up Silithus music. I'm not a fan of that. Even though it's supposed to be a nightmare dungeon. This was the very, very, very first story beat of something extremely important to WoW history, though. Believe it or not. The Nightmare. The Nightmare came out all the way back around the level 20s in vanilla. And will continue being a thing all the way up to Legion. Just random weird thoughts. It's always funny to look back and see which story threads are picked up and which ones are not, because, yeah. just gonna lightning everything to death here. And by me, I mean Fife. Fife is the one lightning everything to death. I'm just here for the ride. That's fair, Dantels. I'll give you that. Yep, bigger corridors.
I am the Serpent King. I can do anything.
Oh, okay. Can you die? Of course. Could you show me? I don't know. I can only do it once. I bet it'd be a great show, though. Very well. Just for you. Bunk. Yep, the Dragons of the Nightmare. Sunken Temple was also a nightmare dungeon, kind of. It wasn't really, but we did have Aranicus down here, and he was directly tied to the Nightmare Story arc. I remember when you get the quest from Aranicus, you'd be like, alright, we gotta go follow through on this, and it would lead you to some random dude, or maybe it was a dudette, but some random NPC in Winter Spring, and then the quest would just stop. Like, just right there. Quest over. So disorienting back in the day. We can always tell which early dungeons had more work put into them. Dead Mines would qualify, for example. By contrast, Ragefire Chasm. Yeah, I'd buy that. The entire Defias chain was one of the earliest, well, MSQs in the entire game. I don't know if it was the first one they made, but it was definitely the first one players would engage with. The Horde had nothing. I mean, okay, that's not fair. The Horde had the really, really, really vague, oh no, the Burning Legion plot, which started in Duratar. It started in the Valley of Trials, actually. But frankly, I don't even count that MSQ. Some of that quest chain was even on the Alliance, for God's sakes, if you remember, in Darkshore. Grab this so I can finish this quest. Okay. We must save Naralex so he can join us in the South Barrens. The best zone in the game. See, I had to say that to make sure Wrecker's Beard disagrees with me again. We've got to retain balance! For every time we agree, we have to disagree 3 times. That's the rule. That's a good question, Dantels. I don't know. Because, yeah, if I'm remembering correctly, and I might be not, the Nightmare was originally purely a dream thing. And then later it was like, oh, it was started by the old gods. Oh, I forgot to... I'll be right back. I actually forgot about this step. Okay, hang on. Let's see if I can solo a Dungeon Elite. I'm actually curious. I bet you I can. Don't help. Well, I am level 28. Triaxia. I did have to try, but that was basically an elite, which, I guess. I didn't have to hit any real cooldowns, though. Oh, I know the one you're talking about, Dantels. I forget what it's called, though. I'm pretty bad about spell names. Unless it's like Frostbolt. I can remember Frostbolt.
Peace be with you.
I can already feel balance returning. Oh, yep. There's our balance back.
Go in peace.
Dudes.
The winds guide you.
How many of the beasts have you slain?
Walk with
Your efforts will not go unnoticed.
We shall meet.
Alright, can we start the escort? Oh, I guess not. Alright, we'll do this. Boop.
Peace, friend.
The Fang Lords are dead. All hope is not lost. The awakening ritual is quite complex, however. It cannot be done alone. I will handle all the necessary preparations, but I'll need you to protect me. The nightmares summoned from Neralex's journey through the Emerald Dream might prove quite formidable. Without your help, the mission is doomed. Let's do it.
Peace.
I don't have a helmet yet. I just realized that. I just got shoulders. I still don't have a helmet. Or necklace. Or trinket. Ah, the good old days. That would be really funny, J. Palmer. Oh no, it's Horde scum. Wait, we're trying to fight the nightmare. Ugh. Fear not. I have killed the Horde scum. The best part is, she is so completely oblivious, she wouldn't even notice, right? She would just be like, oh, I see. The nightmare have attacked. Clearly this is what the Horde was up to. But, like, because she prevented us from stopping the nightmare, like, the nightmare would spread. Damn it, Tyrande, no, why are you doing this? We're on your side. It would be very in character for her. Which I suppose is the most irritating part of all. Yeah, I don't even think I'm going to have a story positive this stupid place. Like, okay, this is where the nightmare kind of began. And? I don't think I'm going to give a negative, though. I have seen worse caves in my time. It does have that tropical vibe going for it, I'll give you that. Especially outside. Ironically. Yeah, like I said, I've seen pretty bad caves in my time. I've been playing RPGs for a while now. A lot of Kodo bones. Well, clearly I can't raise my head on that one, J. Palmer. Alright, and now... an escort quest boss. Cool. The best part is this was never really hard either. Sorry, I'm saying that improperly. Let me say that more clearly. This is always boring. Yeah, that sounds about right as Miristar. Hey Blizzard, fix your crap. Just think, if I had done this review like a month ago, everything would have been fine. Now, that might sound like a random thing to point out, but remember, that's when this review was originally supposed to happen. It was delayed because of FF16 and a bunch of other stuff. So... it was sabotage. Oh, here's the actual boss. I made fun of this during the World of Warcraft series. It's Mutanus! His greatest nightmare is a Murloc!
Interrupt.
But yeah, this is why I say this is easy mode, because we literally just ran over this place, four-manning it without a tank. Just ran over it completely. Ah, to be pulled from the dreaded nightmare. I thank you, my loyal disciple, along with your brave companions. We must go and gather the other disciples. There's much work to be done before I can make another attempt to save the Barons. Yeah, you gotta go do Ashenvale and then Stone Talon. Yeah, I know. His nightmare manifest is a Murloc. I mean, can you blame him? Honestly. I believe this might be the first verbal mention of the nightmare. Dentels is correct. The first actual showcasing of the nightmare was all the way back in Teldrassil, because that's what was corrupting it back in vanilla. But I don't know if they use the word nightmare there. We never did 5 Rogue. Now 5 Warlock. That was fun. Yeah, I think this is our first dungeon that is going to be a complete wash. Which makes sense. It is barely different from vanilla. That is effectively a vanilla dungeon. Thank you for joining me for it, though. Would you like not? Thanks. Appreciate that. You know, I just realized I set my heart specifically so I wouldn't have to do this run back. But now I'm in combat. So now I have to keep running. The Smoldering Battalion. I like it. I can make this. I can make it happen. Yeah, Silithus is yet another one of the they're probably never touching on it again kind of things. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I can make it. I can make it. Oh, yeah. Feel that daze. Feel that daze. Stop dazing me. Okay. Yeah, they hated Silithus so much they just destroyed the entire zone. Hang on. Looks like Hero White got stuck in combat. It's okay, I got aggro. Ah! Ah! Yeah, screw Silithus in particular. I mean, does anybody actually like Silithus, honestly? You know, I don't actually know. Like, hang on. For those of you who haven't really seen Wailing Caverns from the air, it's got the skull serpent motif, right? Like, it's like a serpent's face. But then it's got these weird scars right here, and I've never figured out what these things are. Anyways. Yeah, someone was like, you know what, this needs to look more like teeth. And they just got a shovel and spent like a couple of days carving out this path. Okay. Does that look like teeth? One of them's offset. Ugh. Hang on. Fill in the hole. Start carving right next to it. A worse mini-dungeon. The Silithus Hive or the Barrow Den? Oh, that's a tough one. I'm going to go with the Silithus Hive, though. First of all, most people got used to Barrow Dens. Nobody ever figured out the hives. Second of all, they're a lot grosser. Okay, so that's done, that's done, that's done, that's done. We have to do that, of course. We'll be doing Horde, then Alliance, as is the usual. Then Horde Alliance, then Horde Alliance. Yep, nope, that feels right. And Alliance will go there, and Horde will go there. Perfect. Unfortunately, it's super late because we spent a while in the North Barrens. For that, I apologize. So it feels pointless to even start Ashenvale right now. So for that reason, I'm going to actually go and chop off here. Thank you for joining me, as always, for this little interlog. Tomorrow we will go ahead and hit Ashenvale, and then hit Ashenvale. Hopefully that'll be a little bit more fun. See you guys.